another video, another talking video. Today, my friend Shani influenced me to record today, so I'm gonna record because there is something that I've been dying to discuss. There's a topic that I just really want to talk about, and if you read the title, you kind of have an idea of what today is going to entail. Now, I apologize for background noise. Amir is currently eating dinner and watching his cartoons, so this is how we're gonna do it. This is how this is gonna get done, okay? So let's get into so today video. I'm going to be talking about my own opinions on my lifestyle, which is I am a mother. I am soon to be a mother of 2. I am 23 years old, and I recently experienced personally a situation where someone questioned my lifestyle, somebody who's important to me, but they didn't do it in the correct way. They didn't do it in a way that showed genuine concern. They did it in a way that was expressing that they were not satisfied, or they found how my life is playing out very distasteful. Now, this video is not going to talk about that specific situation because that is my personal business. I am not using my page to shame or down talk anybody, but it definitely encouraged me to speak on when you have friends or when you have anybody, loved ones, family members, be mindful of how you approach their situation, and also to, especially if they have not presented to have an issue with their own situation, definitely don't come to them as though they're living life wrong. And I definitely want to gear this video toward being a mother is not a burden. Like, being a mom is not a burden, okay? Being a mom is not easy, okay? I'm not saying this is a walk in the park. I'm not saying that you can do this and you should be unprepared and you should be unstable. I'm not saying that you do not have a choice, because I am one that believes that every woman has a choice to do with their life and their bodies what they feel fit. But one thing I'm not going to sit for is shaming but not shaming a female who decides to have children at whatever age she decides to have children, who decides to get married at whatever age she decides to get married, who decides to move, whatever you decide to do, leave college, leave a job, whatever. People feel so entitled. And it's okay for opinions. I am a person who takes constructive criticism very well. But when you come at me and you come at my family with concerns and doubt, that's when I have a problem. So, I'm just going to say, I'm going to start off with the part that really affected me most. The ability to parent a child, and that is whether it is father or mother, okay? Personally for me though, as a mother, but just in general, this person asked if we could do it alone. Now, I trust the man I had my kids with. I know the man that I had my kids with is a wonderful man that would never, ever, ever, I could put my life on it. He will never leave his children. Doesn't matter where we end up. And when I say where we end up, what that means, whether we separate, we stay together, but we're not thinking about separating, so I do not want to consider that. But I'm saying he's a great man. And I am fully saying that I am 100% fit to mother my children with a man or without. With support, which I have tons of support, so I am, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful, because I have support from inside my household, I have support from a distance, I have support through you guys, I have support through social media. So trust and believe me, I am ultimately grateful. But if it came to a point where I was on this earth by myself, say God wiped out the entire earth and left my children and I, no one else, best believe I'm gonna hold my shit down. Excuse my language. But best believe they will need for nothing. If I have to starve myself, my kids will be fine. And I just think that unless you see like red flags with a parent and you're close to that person, do not comment on their parenting. And this is just a message because a lot of people don't know. Some people may think, hey, I'm just looking out. This person may have not known that I took what they did this way. You know, they may not have known that when they wrote me, I was going to feel this way. It was going to rub my skin off this way. But do not comment on anybody's parenting. Do not question anybody's parenting abilities. And just, it's not right, especially a mom, especially a mother. Unless she shows herself to not be fit, hush your mouth, okay? Because I just don't understand. I truly just don't understand. And it's majority when you're a young mother. Now, I am not a kid. I did not have my child when I was a kid. My first child, Amir, sitting back there, I didn't have him as a child. I had him as a full-grown adult in a full-out relationship, graduating from a full-out 4-year university, okay, with honors. So I was not, even then, my image did not reflect concern. You know, like, nothing. I sacrificed nothing for my children. And if I had to, trust and believe I would. If I had to leave school, I would. Without a doubt, I would do anything for my sons. If I had to move out the country to keep them safe, I would. I don't give a damn. That is just how people feel, mothers and fathers, about their children. If you are genuinely here to do what's best for the circumstances of your child, you are going to do, and I will climb a tree and jump off. Like, that's just what it is, okay? And I just don't get it how, especially when you're a young mom and you say, hey, I'm pregnant, or you say, I'm expecting, it's like, ooh, like, literally, it doesn't matter if it's your friends, it doesn't matter if it's your family members, a mentor, whoever. It's kind of just like, if you're not 28 and you're not 30, you don't initially get a, oh my gosh, congratulations, OMG, that's amazing. You get, are you okay? What are you gonna finish school? Babies are not burdens. Like, because you're having a baby, that does not mean you have to drop out of college. Unless your life calls fit, and understand my sensitivity with this topic. I'm not saying that this is all situations, but do not jump to conclusion is my point. Do not jump to conclusion that because this woman is with child that her life is going to stop, or that she's going to lose track of of what she has set for herself, or she's going to lose her way. And don't suggest that just because if she does have children and she dedicates her life to her children, and she decides suddenly that she wants to stay home, that she lost sight of herself. No, that means that woman is a mother, and she feels though as mothering, being a parent, is her main job. And you should be fine and mind your business with that as if she's doing well. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not my life, but I'm just saying, it doesn't matter if it doesn't sit well with you. It doesn't matter if you didn't want it to happen then. It doesn't matter if it wasn't the plan she discussed yesterday. It's the plan she has now. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that you just deal with. That's something that I deal with. You know, like, oh, why am I getting emotional? That is something that I deal with. You feel me? Like, people instantly saying, like, I could only imagine how stressful, and it's true, being a mom can be stressful. Being a mom of 2 will be stressful. It will be stressful, but it's a beautiful stress. And I know that that's something that people typically can't understand. Some people, until they have babies, I really was not supposed to come here and cry. But I'm very passionate about being a mom. And I know damn well that I work my butt off. So to recently have somebody basically come to me and be like, but can you do it alone? But can you do it? What happened? This wasn't what we discussed. This wasn't what the plan was. Mind you guys, I did everything I had planned. Like, if I had a bullet list that I put up here, I've done everything that I've had planned by the book that I had planned since high school. Besides maintaining a dance major. All I did was change my major. Otherwise, I went to college at Montclair State University. I graduated in a complete 4 years. And even if I didn't, oh well, but I did. Right? I got pregnant in my senior year. Excuse me, going into my senior year. I attended my university. I finished my senior year on campus. And I'm not bragging, but this is just to tell y'all, like, this person is telling me, can I do something when I've already proven myself fit? Or what happened to my life plans when my life went as planned with blessings added up on top of it? And that's why I'm here to say, when a person is with child, or even if it doesn't have to be a child, if they're telling you they're quitting their job, or they're up and moving to a different country and they don't know anyone there, yes, it's okay to say, hey, are you sure? Hey, you know, like, You love this. You love doing this. So how come such as a friend, as a loved one, it's completely fine to sit here and not question, but express that, you know, like you want to know more about, because you care about that person. But don't come to that person jumping out the roof with doubt on some, I'm concerned, I don't know, this isn't what you want it to, but this is my life now. This is what I'm doing. I'm 100% happy with it. Especially if you're not a woman. I'm sorry. If you're not a mom, I'm sorry. Dads could be great. Aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas. Y'all all play different roles. A mother, if this is a mother that shows herself to have great character, shows herself to be driven, shows herself to be dedicated, make sure the conversation you're having with her is fit for her, is fit for her character. When your friends end up pregnant at 18 and you're scared for your friend too, or they end up pregnant at 16, or they end up pregnant at 27, let me tell y'all this, no matter when you get pregnant, bro, you're gonna be shocked. You can plan your pregnancy and be shocked and be like, oh, holy moly, I am having a child. You could have 3 jobs. You could have your dream home, a husband, a boyfriend, anything. You could be fully set and still be nervous, still be anxious, still feel like, oh my God, this is happening. Like, I'm going to be a mom. I'm going to be somebody's responsibility. So that whole, like, if you go to your friend and your friend comes to you, especially if she's at a young age, especially if she's still in school, especially if she's contemplating, do not bear more weight on her. Do not bear more doubt on her. It will not serve any purpose. It probably will push her away. And this is not me saying that do not be honest. Do not be real with your friend. But be cautious of how you are approaching these people. Be cautious of how you're approaching your little sister. Be cautious about how you're approaching your big sister or your cousin or whoever. Just always be mindful. A lot of people feel entitled these days. A lot of people feel entitled these days. And somebody tried me and I wasn't fit for the conversation, because I can genuinely sit and say that my life is fine and I can support 2 children and that my husband and I don't go spitting out babies with no clue in the world how we're going to take care of them. We're not selfish. And we won't. And even if we didn't even have it all together, we were definitely figuring something out. And for me, it's like, what do you mean can I do it alone? So you're saying like if Tuffy and I don't last, like, what I'm gonna be like, I can't be a mom no more, oh my God. Or he's gonna be like, oh my God, I can't be a father anymore, I'm not with her. And some dads do that, but I'm letting you know this one doesn't. He doesn't. And Amir and the baby that I'm holding now are blessed with great parents. We can confidently say that. Like, no matter what we go through or wherever we stand, we make sure everything is good. We make sure that Amir needs for nothing. Amir has needed for nothing. But the point of this video is do not question a parent's abilities. Especially, like, even if it's a mom, whoever, just don't question somebody's abilities. And don't think that babies are burdens. Yes, babies are hard. And for some people, it may become like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? But guess what? 9 times out of 10, haven't you seen that person, that mom and that dad, or that mom, or just that dad, figure it out? Haven't you seen them figure it out? Do you look at them and say they're gonna fail without mommy and without so-and-so and without whoever else? And that's the thing. Raising a child takes a village anyway. Who the heck does it alone? And there are women that do it alone. But even those women that do it alone get through it somehow. They have a friend, or even if they're completely alone, God. Hello, babies are blessings. And there's some people that don't want children at all, and that's fine for them. But those who choose to have a child and did not come to you and say, I didn't want this child, I don't want this life, I don't want this, this is bearing me down, I'm stressed. If that person did not come to you or show you any signs of that, then you should not inflict that type of energy on that person. You just shouldn't. And for my friends who didn't notice that maybe they have an approach of when they hear their friends are pregnant, or when they hear that their sisters, cousins, brothers, whoever's are expecting a baby and didn't notice that, hey, maybe my approach is a little like, oh, ooh, this is bad, you know. Of course, people know when they're not ready. But if you know that your approach has been kind of like your friend is just got into a dark place because she's pregnant, work on it. Work on it. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. The only time to go with that type of energy is if that person comes to you with that type of energy. And even then, you should be lifting your friend up. If your friend does decide to keep the baby, you should be saying, hey, well, if you're going to keep this child, we got to get on up, girl. We got to figure this out, period. You cannot be saying you're going to keep this child and feel doubtful of yourself entirely. No. Or not be motivated to figure things out. You got to be ready. Sorry, guys. You have to be ready. Even if that person comes to you with that type of energy, as a loved one, if you're a loved one, like you say, and your concern is genuine, then it should be you to be lifting that person up. Lift them up. How about that? Don't sit there and be scared shitless with them. Lift them up. If it's their plan to keep the child and do this, and you see that they're scared or they're concerned for themselves, help them build confidence. Help them be ready. You know, no, you're not a parent maybe. No, you've never birthed a child or whatever, but be that person for them. I am blessed. Understand and let me say that this person that did approach me has no way shifted my confidence, has no way made me doubtful of my pregnancy or the way my life is going. I know my life is on the perfect path I set it for. If any of you are questionable about me having a second baby and freaking out, I am not freaking out. I am happy. I am joyful. I am blessed. Okay? My baby just dropped a plate with ketchup. I know he did. Hold on, guys. We're back. So thankfully, no messes were made while I was ranting. But like I was saying, I am 100% happy for this little guy. I'm happy for the baby I'm carrying. I'm fully capable of being their mother. Their father's fully capable of being their father. And if you have a baby, pregnant, or whatever, and you feel doubtful, don't. Because God will instill in you everything you need to be the best mother that you can be for your child, right? Yeah. Right. You'll be fine, okay? It is hard. I'm not saying it's easy. But it's never something. We don't have options. That was my main point. Like, being a mother does not come with an option. It's like, it doesn't. Like, what are you going to do? What am I going to do? Give them up for adoption? Like, period. From the time I knew I was pregnant, I knew I had a duty. And this duty was not a burden to me. And if I had to make sacrifices, I was going to do so. Right? I was going to do so. Without a doubt. Without a problem. If I had to leave Montclair, if I had to do whatever. But by the grace of God, I did not. By the grace of God, He took nothing from me. I was able to succeed and exceed my expectations of myself. Through my child, I know I can do so much more that I probably wouldn't have considered or even thought. I probably would have been like, oh, a baby and this and this and this. Wow, no, I'm not ready. But God knew I was ready. If this is what my life is doing, then this is what my life is doing. And it's nothing wrong with what I'm doing. And that's my point. Like, there's literally nothing wrong. Guys, stop associating having children with being wrong. For the, like, I'm not getting into religious standpoints and all of this other stuff, but, like, in general, stop looking at women and shaming them. See, whether it's discreetly or up forward, for choosing to birth a child, for choosing to become a mom because they wanted to. Stop. Stop talking to them like they made a mistake. Because it doesn't look right for their age group, because most 21-year-olds or most 22-year-olds are only centered around this, and are only centered around themselves, and that's fine too. If I didn't have kids, I would be centered completely around myself too. That's not a problem. But don't then look at my situation and think something's wrong with it when I'm doing completely fine. But I came to you guys today just to share and just to shed light on the fact that that is really a thing. Like, people will really look at people having kids as if, like, it's a problem. Like, even posts that I see, like, me at the club, and then you'll have, like, my friend at home taking care of her babies. Like, that can't be fun to a mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, like, what if she don't want to be at the club? What if she wants to be home with her kids and that's what's entertaining to her? Does not mean she's not living her best life. You feel me? I'm living my best life, right? So, that is all for today. I do not want to blabber much longer. I think yeah. I think my point was clear in this video. Stop shaming people for not living their lives the way you envisioned it to be, or the way you think lives should be lived. And because it doesn't look like something you may, because it looks like something you may be scared of, doesn't mean he or she is scared of it. But he's getting very fussy. He's getting very aggy. So I'm gonna go. But thank you so much, lovelies, for tuning in. I didn't want the energy of this conversation to be very rant-like, but I'm passionate about it, so that's what it turned out to be. So that's what it is. Period. You don't come for a mommy in her nest. You don't question Mother Bird. You don't do it. You don't do it. Especially if Mother Bird is slaying the game. You don't do that. I'm sorry. And you don't question Daddy Bird. And you don't show concerns that are unnecessary for baby birds. Okay? So, with that being said, be mindful when you share your opinions. Be mindful when you show concern. And just be mindful on a daily. You never want to say things to hurt people. And I'm sure that a lot of times it's not on purpose. But just be mindful. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Love you. Mwah.